good friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. Let's celebrate World Friendship Day 2021. This is Jasmine from RealLife TV. So we want to raise awareness to the youth to have a strong mindset change, to have real relationships, human values with great friendship, and grab the opportunities and challenges in your life to face your future. So we have a very special person to discuss about Friendship Day 2021. Let me introduce the speaker today. He is Srijit Krishnan from India. Srijit Krishnan is a life coach and a seasoned facilitator who has educated, inspired, and transformed thousands of people from different walks of life through his life-changing personal growth workshops and seminars. Srijit has more than 16 years of industry experience in core HR functions. He has held senior positions in leading corporations and has managed different people development initiatives. His core expertise is in designing and conducting different behavioral skills workshops. With an incredible knowledge on topics and captivating presentation skills, he is committed to provide you the best tools, strategies, and resources to help you to take your life to the next level. And if I get some workshops that he has designed, is Design Your Destiny, Hey Ha, Health and Happiness Workshop, Emotional Fitness, Bliss in, Bliss Out, and Everyday Leadership. And he has a YouTube channel, Srijit Krishnan. So you can find more videos in different playlists, Mindcast, interviews, bookwork, my favorite audiobooks, meditation tracks, and wisdom shorts. My favorite one is wisdom shorts. I really follow your YouTube videos, and the content's very useful for changing your lifestyle and have a good mindset. In essence, if I introduce, Srijit is a seeker, storyteller, facilitator, change maker, life coach, and the healer. So welcome to Real Life TV, Srijit.
Thank you, Jasmine. It's my pleasure to be with you here today. Yeah, and
Yes.
thanks for the wonderful introduction.
Turning point in your life to become a life coach and support many people to overcome their life challenges and find many avenues on their lives.
It started like way back during my high school. I used to read a lot of self-help books and spiritual books. And a lot of my friends, right, they will have like some questions, life-related problems and things like that. And I used to counsel them, with the help of these books. And I used to attend a lot of workshops, spiritual workshops and, things like that during my childhood. And it started there, and it was a natural kind of progress. From there, after my post-graduation, I decided to take up training as my career. Like in HR, I started my journey in corporate. So there I started doing workshops, all this self-development workshops and things like that. And I kind of found that this is my calling in life, to helping people, to serving people, and decided, to take it forward. So that's how it started. For me, it was natural. It just happened. And I love learning. I love reading, and I love sharing that with people. So that's how I got in here.
Yes. So many of the life coach because I'm also a life coach and getting many life coach into a real life network, I see the same scenario, Srijit, because people like you, because inspired with the true incidents, and they naturally become life coach. So supporting other people's and changing the lives of other people. So how do you see that the modern generation's mindset and lifestyle, because you are going through with moving with many of your clients and people around you, even though it's a different place, different location that you are living in India. You said that you are now in Bangalore. There are different languages, different culture. I mean, even in this world, because there's no any barrier to have friendship or people around. But because we have to understand who are they and just to move it. So how do you see the modern generations in with their mindset and the lifestyle, because you have moved with most of them?
Mhm. Yeah. So if you look at the people, I mean, you asked about the modern generation. So if you look at our generations, right? So we have multiple generations. So if I look at my parents, or even before that, people used to live in a joint family, right? So there'll be a lot of people, and there's a lot of sharing and caring. And if you look at now, and in most part of the world, including I'm sure that even in your country, it's a nuclear family, like just father, mother, maybe one or two kids. And because of that, people are very self-centered, right? So it's all about me, it's all about like what I'm going to get, kind of a thing. And this self-centeredness actually creating a lot of problem. And they're not like kind of expanding their mind, and they're not reaching out to people. So it's they most of them are glued into their mobiles and social media and things like that. And there's a lot of health related, mental health related problems because of that. Because the focus is more about what's in it for me, what I'm going to get. And if you think too much about yourself all the time, that can actually lead you to depression, right? So that's one thing which I am looking. And the second thing is about the stress that in life, like generally the expectations, the demands are very high comparing to how it was a couple of years back. So everybody is in this fast pace, and they want to do more, achieve more. And people actually put them under like kind of self-imposed stress, if I put it in that way. And that creates a lot of problem. And the third thing is, I also come across a lot of people having a lot of relationships issues. And they're not able to kind of sync with their partner, or people in their family. So that creates a lot of issues. So these are the common things which I'm seeing in the current generation, or the kind of problems which people share with me these days.
Yes. So actually, that when we recall our youth and our ages in 10 years, 15 years back, so we can see there's a difference, right? With the technology, it has impact many of the youth, their lifestyle and the mindset. Uh, but the friendship is matters all everywhere, right? From the schoolhood,
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
workplace as a co-workers. So it's kind of a lifeline to people to bring something, even to overcome some difficult situations, right?
Yeah. So, and if you look, if you kind of look at our evolution, so we are social beings, right? We want to be with people, we want to be around people, and we get energy from people, right? We will not be able to survive without, without the support from people around us. So naturally, everybody, kind of, look for partnership, friendships, relationships, and things like that. That's us, right? That's human beings. So now to answer your question, what is true friendship? Okay, so I'll just talk about different kinds of friends. Okay, the first one is called your must friends. Okay, so the must friends are friends which you connect on a soul to soul level, right? So you kind of sync really well with them. They share more or less same values, same beliefs. Then you have your trust friends. So trust friends are you can actually trust them for support and things like that. So that is one set of people. That is trust friends. And then you have the other friends. So we basically your just friends. Okay, so just friends are your social media friends, or your hi how are you friends. And then the other one is intimate, right? So if you look at all our friendships and all our relationships, it can be a surface level, or it can be an intimate level, right? So that's how it is. Now the question is, like, how do we choose who is our right friend, and how do we get into the intimate, like whatever that intimacy level. Now if you look at, if I ask you a question like who is your best friend, you will give a name, right? So if I ask you how did that person became your best friend, the answer is pretty simple. You spent more time with that person than your other friends. Now the more you spend time with somebody, when you talk to them, when you share, express your feelings, when you talk to each other in a deeper level, we kind of connect with them in different levels. With respect to the energy level, we kind of have some kind of energy kind of connection, and then we connect with them. So we don't connect with everybody. Okay, so whenever we kind of feel that, okay, this guy, I kind of like this person, he's good. When we have that kind of kind of a very deeper connect. We spend more time with that person, and then the more you spend with the person, the more you share things, that person will become your intimate friend, good friend, close friend. But if you look at a lot of other people, that's just a transactional friendship, in the sense like, if there is a need, you talk to them, or even vice versa, they also will call you if there is a need and things like that. So as I said, if your must friends, you have to choose really well, right? And it actually like takes time. You can't. So we should not go with the judgment in the beginning when you start a relationship, whether he's a good or bad guy. But over a period of time, based on your interactions, based on your experience, you kind of get to know whether this person, is a real good friend or not. And if you kind of identify somebody as a good friend, like a must-have friends, then my suggestion is to spend maximum time, real time with that particular person, get to know the person, share your inner feelings, and then the bond will be very strong. And if you feel somebody is just transactional, the person is calling only when he needs something, or or maybe like they have some other hidden agenda for interaction. And if you sense that, okay, don't go with judgment in the beginning, but over a period of time, if you feel that okay, this is very transactional, then maybe you can pull back, and kind of you don't have to you know kind of build that relationship. So that's how it is. So you may have to ask your inner self, am I connecting with this person, in a particular level where you feel really happy, being in their presence. Heard of Mahabharata, right?
Yes, yes,
So
Mahabharata.
there is this conversation between Yudhishthir and Ashwatthama. So Ashwatthama says there are four kinds of friends, and you have to know who is who, and then based on that you kind of create relationships. He says the first level is your natural friends. Okay, so people who really want you to be happy, and they want like real love, like unconditional. So that is your natural friends. And then you have some friends who are kind of your purpose driven friends, in the sense like if both of you have some kind of similar purpose, or you want to make a difference, or some work related or things like that. Okay, that is one kind of friendship, like the kind of friends we have in our office and things like that,
Yes,
colleagues.
like
So that
co-workers.
is very, yeah, like a work related. So that is like you all have a common goal, and then there's a friendship because of that. So that is there. And then there is a third kind of friends who come to you because of money, right? Because you have money, or they think that they will get some benefit out of you because of your money, or your things like that. You're something which you have which they don't have. They want to associate with you. So that is the third kind of friends. And the fourth is people who will associate with you because of your power, okay, because of your position. And a lot of people in positional powers, they have a lot of followers, there are a lot of people around them. It's not for anything else, because people want to associate with people who are in power, or in with some positional power. So he says you have to be careful in knowing who is who, and you have to kind of spend more time, or kind of identify friends who are in that natural level, who actually are in love with you because they just want to be with you, very unconditional. So that is a true friendship, right? So that's just thought of sharing that with you about different kinds of friends. Yeah.
In your life as a life coach, with your observations, right, going through the different people and different generations in your services when you are delivering this life coaching. So, what are the major challenges and obstacles in today's context for the youth to have the real friends in life? So what makes them stop for being real them and have the real relationships? What are the difficulties that what you have seen?
So one reason, one issue which I see with a lot of people is fear of judgment. People are not ready to open up because they have this fear, like what will the other person think, and or maybe like will I get into problem if I share more personal things with this particular person. So people are not very comfortable opening up. Okay, so and if you don't open up, right, it will remain surface level. So you will not get into that intimate level. So that is one thing, and the second thing is time. I remember during my childhood, or during my college days, we used to spend a lot of time with friends, and we didn't have mobile phones. This is like pre-mobile era. So we used to hang out, and we used to talk, and we used to spend a lot of time. But today, most of them are very happy, connecting through social media and things like that. They just in their rooms, and there is no real connection. So it's very in a very superficial level, through media and things like that. So they don't go in depth. Okay, so that can be a problem. So if you don't go into that depth, if you don't connect really well with person, it becomes very transactional. And if it is transactional, then you don't get the real benefit of having a good friend. So that is the challenge which I see with a lot of people these days. They don't have those deeper relationships.
Yeah. So we can actually see that when we actually going through some of even our real life Sri Lanka, we also get in these kind of situations because in the modern generations, they are having different kind of a dual roles or something different in their lives. So even the social media, they pretend like somebody else, but in real, they are very different. So it's very can be situations that why they don't have real friends, or they do not want to become real friends. So as a life coach, Srijit, what are your suggestions and recommendations to these, especially the younger generations? Because our time is already maturing and going to the next level. There's no barrier for the friendship, or no time or period, or a kind of a limit for the friendship. But I'm saying because of the youth, they need some more kind of a friendship as a power to build up their network and grow in their career, their educations, and their relationships, as well as their future. That's why we are focusing more in the upcoming generation. So, what are your suggestions and the recommendations to have a better and true relationships in their lives?
Okay. Uh, so I don't know if you've read this book Ikigai, and a lot of studies and a lot of research on this. So they say that your relationships, your connections, your friendships, and it really matters, when it comes to your health, your well-being, your happiness, including your longevity and things like that. So if you don't have many friends, if you don't have good relationships, it'll have a lot of impact with respect to health and happiness and things like that. So the first thing is, my suggestion is to let you know that it's very important to have a lot of friends. Okay, and real friends, not just Facebook friends. I'm talking about real friends. Now, it's a partnership, right? It's like clapping, right? If you really want great relationships, good relationships, so two parties or two people, they have to work together. And it starts with you know it starts with identifying the right people. So whether in your college, if you're talking about your own real life, it can be at work if you're working somewhere, it can be in your school or college if you are studying, or it can be any communities where you connect with people, or your neighborhood, or some clubs you're part of. So wherever there are people, you have an opportunity to connect with people. Okay. And when it comes to connection, uh, you have to go like step by step. It starts with maybe hi, how are you, kind of a thing. But if you really want to develop relationships, you have to spend more time with those people. Okay. And you have to put an effort to do that, because even the other person, he's busy with his work, his life, right? Everybody is busy. Now if you really really care, and if it really matters for you, then you have to find time. You have to schedule things like telling somebody, okay, let's kind of catch up once in a week, right? Or telling your group of friends, telling that, okay, let's have a once in a month, let's have a like a hangout in one of our place. Scheduling things, right? You have to kind of put it as a priority. The thing is, we are so overwhelmed by a lot of things happening around us, whether it is studies or your work life or your family. uh, we don't prioritize this. We think that a lot of other things are our priorities, like your work and things like that. Of course, those things really matter, but just know that your friends are also very important. And if you don't prioritize that, then it will slip away from you. So my personal experience, if I look back at my life, there was a time, I had like, during this is like during my college days, like when I was 17, 18 years old. uh, I had like, hundreds of friends in the sense, like from different circles, right? Whether from the school circle, college circle. And this is like, as I said, pre-mobile time, right? You have a lot of time. The only thing you do is hang out with friends, right? Studying was like, secondary, optional. So your first priority is spending time. And then when look at my life, after getting a job, after marriage, after having a family and things like that, those whatever that, the kind of the time we used to spend, that it'll come down, okay, because of a lot of other priorities. Now then, after some time, I decided, okay, now, and these groups, okay, these friends, real friends, is to give me a lot of happiness. So I love, hanging out with those people. So I kind of decided myself, okay, I am going to like build these relationships. So now I have a kind of a schedule on, talking and connecting with people. So we hang out, we meet each other, at least like, once in a month kind of a thing. My old friends, I'm talking about my old friends, and it gives a lot of happiness, right? And even they feel the same thing. So in the same way, I think even, whoever is listening to me, like, kind of prioritize this, right? To make it part of your schedule, like any other habit, and see like where can we connect, how, what can we do, and doing things together. So that build relationships. So it is said, whenever you do something adventurous, or any experience which will raise your adrenaline, right? And if you do it with a group of people, if you do it with people like anybody, then your bonding will be very strong. So that's the reason when you go for any of this trekking or any adventure camps and things like that, you have a stronger bonding with those people, because you're doing some activity where when your emotions were very high. So just do those things like that, just hang out with people and do something adventurous. Thing is like, with current COVID situation and lockdown and things like that, we are again stuck at home, right? We don't have kind of opportunities to kind of have that physical connect and kind of contact and things like that. So even in those situations, you can use technology. You can connect them through all these WhatsApp calls or Zoom calls and things like that, so that you at least get to see the person and then talk, right? But again, make it a priority to connect and talk and understand the other person, and then again, share your feelings. And the third thing I just want to share with you is, it's all about give and take. Friendship is not just taking, and it's not just about what's in it for me. You should also like kind of stretch yourself and support them, help them, and be there, right? So that's how relationships are built. So it becomes very strong. So the more you think about the other person, then your friendships will always grow. But if you keep thinking about yourself, then over a period of time, it will actually fade out. So that's one more very important thing.
Yeah, I may just wanted to just highlight this point, Srijit, because we are moving with some of Sri Lankan youth, sometimes with their attitudes and at the younger age, they are very bond with their friends at the teenager level. But with the sometime commitments at the younger age, when they grow and they start working somewhere, so they more focus on their career and they become, as you said, more selfish, right? And that time they actually their brain going to grow up, but their heart becomes more kind of weak with the relationship. So then they do not actually rely on the true friendship or relationships. So they just have to bring some kind of relationships just for their uh, works to be done by day to day level, right? So that kind of generations sometimes we can see in our country and maybe in your India also. and somewhere everywhere in the world. As a life coach, what I see, it's not their fault, but with the situations that they are facing in their life, they have to take some kind of a uh, kind of um, kind of decisions, actions to pretend like that. How do you train themselves, their brain, their heart, right? Train themselves to be stay in their values, right? As a through relationship, through friendships. And how do you give that kind of advice to this younger generation?
But it starts with awareness. As you rightly said, when you kind of get into your work life and family life and things like that, the priorities change. So during teenage, in your young age, so friends are everything, right? But over a period of time, you have a lot of other things to take care. So first thing is awareness, just to know that friendships actually it's very important for you, and it's important for your health, for your well-being, and things like that. So that awareness is very important. So we have to kind of sell this concept to people, telling that please take care of your friendship. It's important. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is in teenage you may have like hundreds of friends, but it'll not be possible for you to carry all that kind of relationship with everybody later in your life. But have one or two true relationships, okay, some two or three close friends, uh, where you can connect, spend time, and things like that. So one or two, I think everybody can manage if you really want, right? You can balance at least one or two good relationships, at least if not like Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have time. So have that as a priority again, right? So just have two three people who are very close to you, spend time with them, and make it a priority. And the third thing is again, find out activities where which is like common for both of you, right? So to give an example, like if both of you like cycling or trekking, or like some activity, or like doing some volunteer stuff, some NGO related things like that. So what I'm trying to say is create platforms, places where you can meet each other and do some work, common work kind of a thing. So that then will be integrated. Then you are not taking time specially out for this relationship, but it's part of your other purpose in life. So you are doing together, or anything which is like mutually like interesting. So pick up those hobbies or some activities and then work together. So that you don't have to spend extra time for this friendship. And the third thing is sometimes you will have challenges from your family, or from your work. I don't know, like for many people, but sometimes like family members and all, they may question you like why you are spending more time and things like that. So then you have to have this open conversation with your family members. So telling that, okay, so this is also important for me, I have to spend like some time like once in a week and things like that. So they are supportive, okay, because sometimes like you need support from everybody, family and things like that, to kind of go forward, right? So these are the things which you can do to kind of keep the relationships strong.
So even the Real Life Sri Lanka is a life coaching network. So we wanted to promote and support people to understand the values of human being and share their happiness and also have the healthy relationships, because that's what our generations, some generations, how you are going to be and spend your time with them and make the better future for them. As a person, actually you really wanted to make a change, right? I know that Srijit, you are doing a lot of things, spending your a lot of time on YouTube videos and everything. So you wanted to make a change, right? So as a social activist and the kind of a healer, life coach, you want to make a change. So what is your message to the people and the younger generations to live happily and celebrate life?
Yeah. So happiness is something which is very close to my heart. I kind of read a lot of books on happiness and the science and even the philosophy side of happiness. So I'm a student of happiness and also well-being and things like that. And what I've realized, from these books and kind of even the scientific research on this. So to be really happy, we have to take care of our body, mind, emotions, and our energy, right? So what people generally do, they ignore one of these dimensions, right? Sometimes some people take care of their body, they, kind of they don't take care of their mental health or their mind. Some of them take care of mental health, meditation, spirituality, but they just ignore their body. Some of them they take care of their emotions, they ignore their energy level. So what I'm trying to say is this: all these four things, body, mind, emotions, and your energy are very important to be healthy and happy. If you ignore one dimension, then you will miss something in life. So my message to everybody is, just please work on all these elements. Have a healthy body by doing exercise and eating healthy and things like that. Take care of your mind, again, having some kind of spiritual practice, meditation, or anything of those kind. And then your emotional health, right? Emotional fitness is also very important. So what I mean by emotional fitness is you have all these positive emotions and these negative emotions. So now, and we have both, right? So the more positive emotions you experience in your day-to-day life, you will be emotionally strong. And if there are negative emotions, we can't avoid that. But when it's there, don't live there. Just try to kind of don't get stuck. Come out and live your life. Don't get stuck in those negative emotions. And the third thing is your energy level. That's again very important, especially we're talking about friendship. So energy is contagious. It's like if you are in a good positive energy state, if you're vibrant, if you're positive, you spread that positivity all around you. If you're in a depressed state or if you're down, even people around you will feel the same thing. So you have to take care of that. So how do we get into that? By doing things which you're passionate about, doing kind of getting involved in activities, high vibrational positive activities, which will increase your energy level. So if you do these four things, right, in the right proportion, you will be healthy, happy, and you will live longer. Right? So this is my message. So please take care of these four things, and then when you change, people around you will change, right? So don't try to change people first. So first change yourself, and then others also will change.
Yes, yes. So actually, especially this kind of situations in this wave COVID situation, so people to have that very good immunity with having a good happiness and mental health as well as emotions, as you said, and the energy. If we can manage all these things together, we have a better life and also the future for our young generation. So the best gift that we can give to our friend is true happiness and kindness. So you just can call them, right, to celebrate this friendship day. Not only to celebrate the one day, but if you feel that you wanted to connect and you wanted to check out whether your friends are good, when I'm in Sriji during the first wave, I called all my friends through the mobile and Facebook and whatever the social network, and I check out whether they all are well and having a good time and safe with this situation. So I think I have even messaged you too, right?
Yeah. I remember. Yeah,
Because we
yeah.
wanted
That's
to
so nice
check
of you.
out,
So kind of, yeah, very
like,
nice.
so we wanted to check out and message with them and stay connected and share positive and good vibes with them to have a happy and peaceful lives. That's what we all wanted to have, better life, the happiness, right?
Yes.
Until the end of our lives, that we have to be one of a person with some of memories keeping this world and we all live, right? So until that time, we have to create some friends, have some good time, and make some memories until we live this earth, right? So, and also I wanted to mention this thing, right? When we have a problem, friend in need is a friend indeed. So friends, let's talk each other and share useful words to uplift someone's life and create happiness with sharing love and compassion. So thank you for being with us, Srijit. And before we end up these sessions, you can invite the other audience who is watching our video right now. So you can invite them to join with your valuable contents at the YouTube, and you can share some of your channels with them, so then they can connect with you and get more valuable things adding to their lives and have a better life.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So, for me, as I said, I'm really passionate about learning. I'm passionate about sharing what I learn with other people. So, that's how I started my YouTube channel. And I have like one particular theme, which is wisdom shorts. She was talking about, so where I put kind of like big stuff into small capsules, right? So which is easy to understand, easy to connect. So it's 5 to 10 minutes video. So I upload those videos once in a week on my YouTube channel. So my channel name is my name, Srijit Krishnan. You can search it out, and please follow that, and you can follow me on Instagram, again same name. So it's more than anything else, you will get some real life tips, to work on your health, happiness, and well-being. And I'll be more than happy, if you make a difference to yourself and others because of the things which I'm sharing. That will be the best gift you can give to me. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you once again, Srijit, and to talk about the different things to add in some more values to our people who is with RealLife Network. And thank you for being with us. And happy Friendship Day to everyone. We wish you, everyone, a healthy, long life with happiness.
Thank you. Happy Friendship Day, everyone.
Until we come back with the next topic, stay safe and stay blessed.